Hello everyone, Mark here. This video is part of Veritaseum's VeADIR New User Guide series, and in today's video we'll be reviewing VeAssets. Thus far we've looked at overview, setup, exposure, and rent, and in order to utilize VeAssets you do need to walk through the overview and setup parts. So I'd encourage you to go review those videos first if you haven't. Okay, let's get started. First thing you want to do is go to the VeADIR, and the address is dap.veritaseum.com. Upper left corner, select the 3-bar menu and go to VeAssets. Now VeAssets, for those who are new to the space, are essentially physical assets that have been veritized or tokenized by Veritaseum. And so, for example, VeGold Z1, these tokens, one token represents 1 ounce of physical gold, a bar or a round. And so you can purchase these in any increments of quantity. To redeem, obviously you would need a full integer amount because you can't redeem a part of a gold coin. But other than that, excuse me, they operate the same as any other token, except for if you have the situation where you want to actually redeem them and take the underlying asset, take delivery of that asset into your possession. Okay, so on the main screen of VeAssets here, and on this screen it lists the currently available assets. We've got VeGold Z1 as the first one, and I'll just kind of lead you through these. So VeGold Z1 is actually, Z1 is representative of a 1 ounce quantity. All of these thus far are metal. What this says, inventory, is the number of available quantity of tokens at Veritaseum, along with the total supply. And so, because these are asset-backed tokens, when Veritaseum creates these, they've got to also purchase and allocate the gold behind them, and so that it can be linked to the token itself. So essentially what happens, as the inventory gets drawn down, Veritaseum will periodically top off that inventory by purchasing more of the underlying asset and then linking it to additional tokens. So that's the inventory and supply. Current price, so if you were to purchase the asset right now, this is the dollar price or the price as listed in your default currency. Quick review, you can change that default currency on the 3-bar menu. Just click up here and change to whichever one you prefer. And then the final column over here is the market cap, simply the total value in your default currency of the supply times the price of each of the assets. And so you can see there's currently around $250,000 USD worth of VeGold on the VeAssets platform. Likewise, the rest of these, palladium, VeGold G1, that's gram, that's 1 gram. So Z1 is ounce, 1 ounce coin or bar, round or bar I should say. Gold, 1 gram bar, 1 ounce round or bar of silver, and 1K is kilo, 1 kilo of silver. All of these columns are sortable. You can just click on it. It will sort it one way, and click again, it will reverse the sort. So you can easily scroll through these. Not is quite meaningful now, but remember, over time, Veritaseum is going to tokenize, veritize the world. This list of assets should eventually grow to an unbelievable diversity of things that you can purchase digitally. So this is really exciting what's coming here. For each asset, you can click on the row and get more information about it on the details pane that pulls out from the right. So for example, I clicked on 1 ounce VeSilver, and the informational tab pulls out pane. We see the current price in your default currency, 17.184 US dollars, the market cap, the current performance, and then additional information, including the contract address. You can even click the pop out here and go out to etherscan.io and look at the contract address and all the transactions to date and all that kind of information. On the middle tab is the performance of the asset, in this case going back 5 years. And the right one is the history of the asset on the VeADIR. And so we see the change over time of the asset itself. Was created 4 months ago and initially populated with 500 ounces. Then an additional 500 tokens were minted. And remember, when this happens, Veritaseum also purchases and allocates the asset behind it. So at this time they purchased 500 ounces more silver, put it in storage. Token burned, I don't know for sure, but my speculation is this would be possibly a delivery, or I don't know why they would burn a token off of here. It's a good question for future Reggie AMA. More tokens minted, 2,000. So every time you see these, what it means is people are buying out of the supply and reducing the available inventory. And so periodically, Veritaseum is adding more to the inventory here. You can click any of these and go out, and it's totally transparent. You can see all of the information behind every single one of these records in here. There's nothing hidden. This is a totally transparent system. Up at the top here, there's 3 small sub-tabs you can click on. You can click purchases. This will bring up a list if you've made any previous purchases on VeAssets. It will be populated in the list here with the amount you purchased, the account you used, how much you paid, whether you got the discount for using Veri, if so, how much, when that was, and the status of it. Again, you can click on an individual row within that. So click on individual purchase order. I can actually see even more details behind it, right down to the specific, whoops, I didn't want to do that, the specific purchase order reference number behind it, how long it took to purchase, in this case 2 minutes when I purchased it, etc. So if we go back to the main VeAssets, the next one here is redemptions. Now redemptions, you may get this, authentication required. I haven't been in here recently, so what this is asking me for is just to sign a transaction on MetaMask or Trust or whichever environment you're in to prove to the VeADIR that you actually own this account. That's all it's asking for. And when you do that, now it knows, okay, this account is mine. In this case, I see I have not done any redemptions, so I have no data to display. Come back, and similarly, you can click on sales and look at your sale orders, and we see I've got 1 sale order in here. I did 1 sale. This was actually a test as 1 sale of 1 ounce VeSilver I did on January 23rd. So that's that. And that's really simple as the interface gets, and on the purchase, on the high-level view. A couple other bits of information here. We've previously covered this, but this is your ETH and your vary balance, your notifications, bell. This is the wallet icon. You can click on that icon and it will bring up a list of your VeAssets as well as Veritaseum and Ethereum, and then at the bottom the fiat assets you have as well. So US dollar. I don't have any right now, but I will in a few minutes after we make a sale. Likewise, on this page there are a couple submenus. You can click on withdrawals. This will take you over to a page where it will list every withdrawal that you've taken out of the system, out of your wallet. In this case, I haven't done any, so again, no data to display. And then finally, very important, before you utilize any of the VeAssets on the platform, you've got to enable them. This was covered in the overview video, so I won't go into too much detail here, but before interacting with any of these assets, you will need to make sure they're enabled. So the slider needs to be to the right and highlighted in color. Okay, with that, we're ready to move to the next section, which would be to do a buy. And so, let's see, what do we want to buy? Let's buy some grams of gold. And this is really very simple to purchase. You highlight the row that you're interested in. So in this case, VeGold. We see my current balance. I've just got some dust in here from some previous transactions. And so coming over to the right, you can see I can send or receive. So if someone were wanting to send me some gold, some VeGold, I could simply show them my QR code here and they could scan it. I can copy this. This is the address. I can click the small box here and it will save it to my clipboard, and then I can email it to them, or however you want to get that to them. Likewise, if I want to send out any assets, I do it from here. And so again, very simple wallet interface. All the assets are similar, except the fiat currency assets are a little bit different because they're not a digital token, but they're a representative of fiat currency. And so what we've got is two bits of functionality here. Just like tokens, you can deposit or withdraw, but in this case we're dealing with fiat currency, and so this will go through the banking system. And so withdraw, which is enabled, you can click wire transfer. If you wanted to withdraw some USD out of here, you would put the amount. I don't have any currently, so I can't demonstrate this, but simply put in your information to generate the bank wire and hit withdraw, and there you go. We want to discard that. Deposit has not yet been enabled. Veritasium's working on that. They will get to that functionality soon. Okay, so let's close that up. Let's exit the wallet and go back to assets. Okay, here we are back in the assets page, and we're ready to make a purchase. So just like the other pages within the platform, you click on the row you're interested in. In this case, VeGold G1. That's the 1 gram version. There's 444 available in inventory, so that's no problem. I'm going to pay just over $46 a piece for these. So click that. You come over to the right tab here, right pane, and you'll see down at the bottom 3 tabs: buy, redeem, and sell. Let's go ahead and buy. And there's two choices when making a purchase currently. You can pay with a bank wire or pay with ETH. And so if you want to pay with a bank wire, you simply put in how many you want to purchase. The VeADIR will automatically calculate the total in your default currency, in this case dollars, $230.70, and that's at 46.14 VGLG1, that's the 1 gram gold token per dollar. Now if you want a discount, you can check this box and it will automatically utilize a small quantity of my VeRe and get me a slightly better price here. So you'll see $2.28 now, and it dropped the price down to $45.73 per gram. So again, uncheck that 230.7 and 46.14 and 228.65 and 45.73. So you get a discount there. You also will need to click terms of use and review the product and service agreement from Veritaseum. I've previously done this, so I won't bother with that now. And you'll want to click that and then hit continue. Buy VeGold G1. So again, the 1 gram token. Tells you over here under the description, you need to be reminded, 1 gram of gold, 0.9999 fine redeemable bar token. By submitting this order, you're transferring 0.0665 VeRe to the Veritaseum smart contract. Once your order is submitted, you'll get wire transfer instructions. You can track your order status in purchase orders view. So I'm not going to use a wire transfer to purchase, but should you want to use your fiat USD currency to purchase, that's how you would do it. This is a really great method for someone new to cryptos to get into cryptos for the first time, and actually real good token to purchase, a stable token of value, to kind of get your feet wet and learn how the whole crypto world works. Okay, so instead, what I want to do, I still want to buy VeGold 1 grams, but I want to pay with Ethereum instead. And so now, if I follow that path, it's giving me a pop-up, the purchases with ETH warning. And what it's basically saying is that Ethereum is a volatile asset currently, and the price may fluctuate during the time that you're going through this process, and really the risk of market fluctuations are on me, the buyer. That's what it's saying here. So similar process. We want to see how much to purchase. You just plug in the amount and it will tell you over here 1.34 ETH. Let's make that 5 like I was in the other section. So instead now of USD, where I was purchasing with fiat currency via bank wire, now I'm purchasing with Ethereum cryptocurrency. So we see the total of my purchase will be 1.642 Ethereum at 0.328 VeGold 1 gram per ETH. Now, same way, if I want to purchase for a discount, I simply click this and we'll see that the price will drop down slightly. It will use a small quantity of VeRe to get me that discount. Again, review the terms of use, click that, then click continue. Your order is ready to be submitted, and it will give you a recap. By submitting this order, you're transferring 1.628 ETH and 0.0685 VeRe to the Veritaseum smart contract. Purchases with ETH are usually processed within 10 minutes, and you can track your order status in Purchase Orders View. And then click Submit. Now we'll go through the confirmation process. Just like always, I've got to sign the transaction. I'm on my desktop, so it's using MetaMask. In Trust or Opera or other environments, you follow that process. Hit Confirm. Down at the bottom, it will give you the message. You can follow the pop-out if you want. You'll see the other thing it has done now, the VeADIR's brought us to the purchase order screen. We'll see that I'm purchasing 5 VeGold G1s in my account for a payment of 1.628 ETH. I did use the discount. There's the amount of vary. There's the date, current date, and the action that's happening here. So it's being submitted right now. Okay, our transaction is complete. Let me refresh the screen here. Okay, so the MetaMask transaction completed. We still show in pending status on the VeADIR. So let's come back over here and go through another function while we're waiting for that one to finish up by the VeADIR. So thus far we've made a purchase. We went out and initiated a purchase of 5 grams of VeGold. So say I'm rebalancing my portfolio, and for whatever reason I want to sell an asset and move it over into another one, or move to cash. So in that case, you click the asset that you want to sell, and again, if you don't remember, simply go to your wallet and you can see your balance in the account. I've got some Veritaseum and some Ethereum and VeSilver. My VeGold 1 grams have not yet arrived. This will soon change to 5.004. So let's go back to the VeAssets. Let's go ahead and pick that silver and sell those 2 that I've got in there. Now this isn't going to be a very financially smart move, but this is just demonstrating for purposes of the video. So there's 2 ways to sell here, just like the purchase. I can sell for US dollars, or I can sell for ETH. So if I wanted to just get crypto and say go utilize that in some other method, again, you'll want to click on terms of use and agree to that. Once you do that, I'll need to select the amount. You can click the max button when the VeADIR will calculate the max. And if you remember, I had 2 available. If I said 1, I can actually come out now and create an offer. And please confirm you're about to create an offer. Each offer has an expiration time, and you've got 1 minute to accept it. And that's because the prices change all the time, right? And so it's just basically letting you know once this offer comes up, I'll have 1 minute to accept it. So if I say continue, it's going to actually come out and generate the offer. So right now it's going out looking at the current price to see what it's worth. I would get 0.0984 ETH for that sell. And just like anything, there's a spread between the 2. This is the difference. This is the buy price, 0.101. This is the sell price, 0.0984, difference being the spread. That's spread is standard to any precious metals transaction, whether tokenized or not. And so then I would click the sell button. I'll get the same MetaMask or other notification from the environment I'm in. and then the VeADIR will take it from there. In this case, I think what I want to do is let me see what I want to do here. Let's sell for dollars. Okay, and one Veritaseum 1 ounce silvers for the sells approximately 14.977 USD. So I can create the offer. Same thing. I'm going to have 1 minute once the offer is displayed to me. So in this case, I'll be getting 19.976 USD per one token for a total of 29.953 USD. I will have agreed to the terms of use. Remember, I gotta go read those first. Click the check box, then click sell. Your MetaMask or other notification will pop up. You want to hit confirm, and again the pop out. You can take that if you want. You'll see now I've been taken by the VeADIR to sell orders. There was that previous one on there listed from that previous sample sell order. Here's the one now for $2, and I see a payout of 29.953, and this is me, the customer. I do see a potential issue here of a date creation that's not quite right, so I will take a screenshot of that and report that. While we're waiting, I'll just go ahead and do that. So let me pause momentarily. Okay, we're back. The sell order is completed, and the date was actually corrected during that process, so that's nothing worth reporting, so I didn't do that. And now we'll see that the payout was $29.95 USD. And so this is in my sale orders. I can now come back to my wallet, and when I look in my wallet, lo and behold, now I see I've got $29.95 USD in that fiat bucket. Now it's not worth it for this small of amount. This was just a test process to demonstrate the functionality. But say this were a large quantity then, and I just sold my asset and I wanted to convert that to fiat and send it to my bank. It's really very simple. I just go through the withdrawal process. Just hit wire transfer. I would put in the amount that I want to withdraw, fill in my banking information. You'll see the fee. There is a $30 fee for the wire transfer. Just as a point of note, how does that compare to crypto land? Anyway, so $30 wire transfer fee, hit the withdraw, go through the approval process, and boom, you're done. And so now, just as we review and look at the list of my assets, we see indeed the 5 grams of VeGold have been added to my wallet. They are there. The US dollars from the sale of the silver has been here. The silver has been deducted from the wallet account. And so there we have it. There's our simple buy, sell, and redeem process for VeAssets. And so that's it. If you have any questions or comments, please join the Telegram room. Description is in the comments. Thanks much, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.